Hello Taurus, and thanks for joining me for the June of 2021 Tarot Scope. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Vickieverlie. I am the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I do psychic tarot and astrology and channeling for many years. We're going to use my decks that I've created. The Rock and Roll Tarot deck, first of all. Then we're going to pull you an animal totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 3 cards pulled out of the Luna Soul deck. Really nice deck. Okay, so I've already shuffled the main deck a lot, and now we're just going to do our very loose shuffle to allow the spirit guides and angels to pull out the card that will go this one, that is meant for you. As I'm doing so, and during the reading, please do look at the cards and look at the shapes and the words and the lettering and the colors on the cards, and let that intuition get to work and let it start noticing things. And that is the way that you can get a personal message from these general readings. The words can go backwards, forwards, say something other than they really say, and so on. This is a super powerful month. We've got coming off of we're in eclipse season. We had the lunar eclipse on the 26th, and now we're going to have the new moon eclipse in Gemini on the 10th, and then we're going to have the solstice, the ingress. And so this is the solstice. Eclipses, everybody feels it turns things around and sets things right. But then we've got this shift in energy as we move into the new moon. There's a new moon eclipse, as I said, on the 10th, but then the solstice on the 20th. That is a seasonal change every year. So a lot of powerful energy for new beginnings. You've got a lot of spiritual cards with here. Look at this. You've got 3 cards in your spread have like angelic. You've got on the lovers here, the star, which is the spirit angel card, and then the temperance card. They're all featuring angelic spiritual presence. So there's a lot of that around, and I feel like many of you are like being watched over. And if you're a question or you had thoughts about that, you know, it's definitely happening, you know. The very first card out, however, is the Emperor. So the Emperor showing up. This could be you. This could be you rising to a position of power or authority, or somebody who's already there who has clout, that is, you know, in a position to help you, and also does so. You know, whatever it is, it's all in divine order here. I might put that down, all in divine order. I like that, because there's so much angelic, spiritual stuff going on here. All in divine order, or divine presence, or something like that, because it's definitely here. Sorry I need to write this down, but if I don't, I will not remember it later. Some of you are changing home. There's a lot of energy around changing home. Now, this could be you're just moving house, or you're going to another location. But very often this ties into your personal relationships, especially when it shows right next to the lovers. So this is like settling into a new home environment, settling into a new routine, where, you know, you're feeling very much comfortable and happy and at peace, and there's a lot of happiness and love around. For some of you, the Emperor could be somebody who's offering you this place, or for some of you, most of the time the Emperor is like offering a job or something like that, or a financial opportunity of some sort. That says cohabitate, but as I saw climate, something about climate. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to move to a nicer climate, or a climate that's more, maybe it's not warmer, maybe some people don't like it gets too hot. You know, maybe you're going to move to somewhere, but the climate is going to be more agreeable with you. That's for some people. But maybe you're moving to take a job even. Maybe the Emperor is offering you a job or an opportunity, and you're going to move for that. Or maybe just the Emperor, you know, helping you out with your career or whatever it might be, puts you in a position to, you know, purchase a nicer house or move to a nicer home or something along those lines. 6 of Cups is here. For some of you, you might be going back home or going back to the old place that you used to live in or be or something. 6 of Cups has to do with the past, but when it's with the lovers too, sometimes it could be a lover from the past showing up. That's not, don't put, you know, don't hold your breath on that one, because there's too many people that get caught up in that. But that could be actually true in some cases here. Down here, we're all about the money. We're all about the money and the finance. We've got a large sum showing up. Then we've got the 8 of Rods. So this is, things are moving really quickly and pointing towards the 9 of Pentacles. So it seems almost like you might even get 2. You get 1 lump sum here and 1 lump sum there. or you get a lump sum and then you decide to start a business or something like that. Perhaps this could also be this Emperor here. This Emperor might be an investor of some sort. You know, maybe if you're looking to start some kind of a business, and you need some capital. You know, this, I just heard capital gains, and I'm not even exactly sure what that means for sure, but I just heard capital gains. So that's going to be something for somebody. Let me look it up real quick. I got my tablet here just for the hell of it. Let's see here. New tab, capital gains. Well, you being a Taurus, you guys probably know all about capital gains, because you guys are definitely the financial person there in the zodiac there. Capital gains tax. What is a capital? What is the current capital gains? Are assessments that you sold for profit. Oh, you might sell a. Could be selling a house then. That's what this could be too. Maybe you're selling a house, and that's what that means for sure. I'm not even sure. I'm still not really sure if that's what it means. But he might be able to help out with that in some way. He or she, it could be a female. But once we're heading towards the stars pouring down love on in this direction, and then we've got the Eight of Rods pointing over here. All things point to this Nine of Pentacles, and that's what something Taurus likes to see too. Taurus likes to see be in this spot, you know, in charge of your own, you know, master of your own domain, having money. You got a pile here and a pile here, and then you've got, so you've got savings, you've got enough to invest in new venture or capital gains or whatever, and you know, you're playing with the bird, you got some nice new clothes, and everything's kind of rocking along in a real happy way for you. So, you know, that's happening, and that's really, really favorable. And it looks like a lot of prosperity, but the love stuff doesn't look too bad for you either, Taurus. So it looks like it's a really nice month. These eclipses and these solstices and everything, they really do kind of shift things in. But in your case, you're just definitely, you know, you're giving it up to your spirit guides and that, and they're definitely, you know, guiding you, helping you. This is divine guidance at its best here. You've been led to all this. This isn't anything that you arrived at just by sheer will and determination. No, this is something that you've been in flow with, that you've been guided to because you've been listening and working in collaboration with your spirit guides and angels, and they've they've absolutely have led you to that. I want to, before I do your animal totem, quick announcement. I am open for the solstice reading, one of the most popular readings available for a limited time in the month of June. So if that interests you, check it out. It's a personal look at the season ahead. It's a psychic astrology reading, and we do some animal totem stuff too. Let's get into your animal totem for June for our Taurus friends. Oh, I got two. I'm pulling this one, the cat. Oh, the cat. The cat is all about, you know, cats are kind of creature comforts, but they're also definitely like hunting. Cats are very confident, you know, they're definitely stealth huntress of the night, ancient intelligence, familiar of the goddess, waiting patiently for the time to act. So maybe you've been waiting patiently for the time to act, and now here it comes. Being flexible with balance and grace. You know, I always set the card here, but being flexible, that's what this card is about in a way too. Like the universe is working on things for you. They're putting together things for you. They're putting together things that are going to be for your highest interest. You ask and you're going to receive. But you have to be flexible. It's not, again, it's not by, sometimes Tauruses, you get really you're a fixed sign and you can get really fixated. So it's not about being fixated on what you want. It's about being a little bit looser about what you want and talking to your guides and angels and allowing them to come and intervene on your behalf. You know, that's what it's really all about. Allow them to intervene on your behalf and allow them to shine their light and show their guidance that, you know, be aware of synchronicities and things like that. A cat will sit, and when you watch a cat, it'll sit and watch. It's prey. It'll sit and watch, and it'll sit and watch, and it'll sit and watch till the exact moment is right, and then it goes. So that's where you're at now. Watch for, but you're not watching, you know, you're watching for synchronicities. You know, the universe to put these things in your path, because they definitely are. Things are being put in your path this month. And with the eclipse and the solstice readings, and the solstice event and everything, you know, there's a lot going on. Real quickly before we go, I know a lot of you Tauruses are, I ordered some, I'm putting out a bunch of these notebooks and stuff through Amazon. They're only $6 and some change. I know a lot of you Tauruses are very musical, or if you have musical kids, this is this cool thing. It's this, Johann Sebastian Bach invented it. It's putting, for each letter of the alphabet, not just E through A, you know, you're putting all the notes that match it. So each note is different for the word. And I have just about every instrument you can imagine in different colors and stuff. And inside is like staff paper or manuscript paper. So any musicians out there who still use this kind of thing, or maybe have kids who are students that would need learning music and need to learn that thing. Also, I ordered a bunch of samples of my journals and stuff. I think they turned out really nice. Again, available through Amazon. Nice and big, 8 by 10, nice big size. Sketchbooks are blank pages, and then there's different color schemes in all of them, and then here's the goddess ones. Then the regular journal ones have lined pages. And then we have the Hamzai. There's several types. There's ones that are already filled in, and some that you could even color yourself or just leave it like this. I mean, I thought it looked pretty just like this. I didn't even think about coloring it until later, but that's something you could do. I also have the Hamza painting class, these spiritual painting classes that I'm offered. I know a lot of you Tauruses are very artistic. If you want to do some fun thing that's also spiritual growth and development and art and astrology, check that out. That's all available below. I want to thank all of you who do purchase my different wares and the shirts and the decks and the books and everything, because that does help support this channel and keep things going. Also, the ones, you know, even if you don't have any money, there's things that don't cost anything, like subscribing and liking and sharing, and that activates YouTube's algorithm and gets me back in the mix, which I need to be in the mix. After all, I was the very first one to ever do these monthly readings, and now it's just flooded. You know, there's just maybe thousands, I would say. There's definitely hundreds of people doing it, which is cool. You know, I'm not regretting that. I'm just like, hey, hello. But many of you have stuck with me all through the years, and I really appreciate that. So everything that you do, it's all appreciated. Remember, you're love and beauty incarnate. Powerful time for manifestation with the solar eclipse and the solstice. If you want that solstice reading, you can get on that below. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting me. Have a great month. See you soon.